All right, cool. And we're back. The Cookout episode 20 live now on Twitch and YouTube. If you are watching us on YouTube, please drop a like on the video. Consider following us on Twitch, subscribing to our YouTube. But we are with Adam and Harris as always. Boys, how are we doing?
Look good, feel good, play good.
And if you play good, then what
They
happens?
pay good.
And if you get paid good, you get laid good. Amen.
Was that the end?
Yes, sir. That's what Deion Sanders said.
Deion said at the end. I didn't know that.
He did say that, and he went to a football factory, so I think we should trust him.
Here we go. I feel like this is like every show Bo feels like he has to do that.
Bro, you gotta take a shot every time you say that from now on. We need a bottle.
I don't like that. I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah, drop a $1 in a douchebag jar or something.
Something.
How am I being a douchebag if it's true?
I think you know.
Anyway, Adam, not Adam. Eris, how are you doing, bro? You got you working like a dog, bro.
Slave, man. You know, it's that time, man. It's right before a league starts, so I'm working late and shit. It is what it is.
I just got back from work too. You know what I'm saying? I work part-time as a social host for sports leagues in Boston. So, I had to be out there in the cold. It was like 45 degrees and rainy at the beach. Sand volleyball. You know what I'm saying? So
Mr. 617.
Mr.
617. You big time, man.
If you want to know what's going on in the city, talk to
Boston,
Bo. He gonna know.
Bad thing just happened to me. So, and then we'll get into the show. But I think McDonald's needs to be called out a little bit because I Uber Eated. Is that the past tense of Uber Eats? Like if I Uber
ate.
Yeah, you definitely Uber ate. Yeah, for sure.
Uber ate something to my house. Right? And I Uber ate McDonald's. And I was like, man, I have a taste for high C right now. And McDonald's brought back high C, and my life has been exponentially better ever since. But I was so ready for this high C. I've been parched, bro. I didn't have a drink in my hand from around 3:30 p.m. till about now. And it's orange, right? So I think that it's high C. I go to take a sip, orange Fanta. They fucked me. So whatever McDonald's I got this from, they're on my shit list, and I'm gonna write a review. So, I just needed to get that off my chest, and I felt like this was a tree of trust where I could do that.
I just want to know, it's not the tree of trust. You can't be getting Uber Eats McDonald's. I feel like it's not worth it.
Okay, so
definitely not for a soda.
The burger is good. The nuggets are usually okay, but the fries are always terrible. And I know that, but I always get the fries anyway because I feel like the meal is not complete without fries.
So why don't you just go get it?
Because I wasn't passing a McDonald's on my way home. And unlike Eris, I try to be on time for you know what I'm saying? So I was like, if I go to this McDonald's,
being who I am.
Right, it's fine. We have those tendencies, all right? So I understand. But yeah, so that's why I didn't go get it. I should have, but I didn't.
Definitely should have got it delivered. That's disgusting.
That's not me. That's not me. It's a learning experience. 2022 is all about growth. G-Bass, we're gonna get into the C's here very shortly.
Or do we have to?
So yeah, we have that. We have
stick and move, man. Stick and move.
Yes. Anyway, we're gonna talk C's, Nets, how to fix the Nets if that's possible. Suns, Sixers, Unsung Heroes of the Week, and a personal favorite is if we think that athletes should be able to jump in the stands and fight fans because I think it's about time. Personally. But okay, we can get the C's and Nets out of the way because I know Adam doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, wait, what is that? I picked the Celtics to make the NBA Finals. Don't deem me as a Celtics hater. Don't do
Adam
that.
said we spent too much time on the C's last show, which I probably agree
Half
with.
the show.
Which I agree with. You know what I'm saying? Which I agree with. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to talk about your boy Quinn?
Oh, we're good. Texas is back, baby. Just
Texas is not
balling
back.
this weekend. We're back.
And Eris, do you really believe that Dorian Finney-Smith is Depoy this year? Or
I
are
do.
you just why?
I do.
Why?
Because of his defensive ability. I think he was the best defensive player of the year. So
Have you seen Marcus Smart play basketball before?
I saw Dorian too, and that's where I am.
My guy Marcus Smart.
Yeah,
Those
both.
says homers.
Okay.
My guy
None of them
Marcus
are.
Smart. Marcus, if you're watching, which you're not, I just want you to know I almost bought a t-shirt jersey of you.
You didn't.
No shot.
Yes, I did. Ask Jeff. Ask Jeff.
No
Jeff and I went
way.
to Hala Madrid, even though they sold today. Ask Jeff. Jeff came to visit me this
You
weekend.
tried.
And then we went to the pro shop. I went to the t-shirt jerseys. I was like, let me get a Marcus Smart one. They showed it to me. I held it up against me, and I was like, can't do it. And I gave it back.
Well, he's definitely a better defender than Dorian Finney-Smith. So
Thank
No,
you.
he's not. No, he's not.
Thank you. I just don't hear about Dorian Finney-Smith and his defensive abilities, but we hear
Exactly.
about Marcus Smart all the
because
time.
he's a very above average defender.
Because he's a very good defender. But didn't get
Does he
enough credit.
start?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's not Michael Bridges or Drew Holiday, but he's solid.
He's
All right, so he's not even top 5.
No, he's in that conversation with them, sure.
I don't know.
He doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't get enough credit. I'm sorry, he's not in the conversation with them, but he's underneath.
Wow, you just said that.
He's like right underneath those guys, I think. I'll be honest. I think he's right.
I need some more tape.
He has some tape. He has tape. He's just not,
But anyway, okay. The Celtics sweep the Nets just like I predicted Celtics in 4. I tweeted it 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
We were never afraid of the Nets like everybody else was. We dodged nobody over here in Boston. We dodged nobody. But
Bro, you went on a whole tangent about how you wanted the top 2 seeds to be able to pick their opponent.
Okay, but I'm not playing.
So but you just said we, so don't.
No, okay, I threw it out as an idea.
Because you had the net, because y'all had the Nets. That's how it started.
I threw it out as an idea because I said the number 1 seed should be able to pick their opponent. Like the Suns, for example. Like if the Clippers got through the plan, which they didn't, because Paul George got COVID because he's an idiot. If you would have got Paul George and then Kawhi somehow came back and played, they're shitting on the Suns, in my opinion. And that sucks because you're an 8 seed and you grinded to be a 1 seed, and then you got to play Paul George, Kawhi, Terrence Mann.
That's it, yeah. Right.
I think that's fair. I'm glad you let me slide in Terrence Mann because he went to a basketball factory.
Depoy, Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann more Depoy than Dorian Finney-Smith.
We're just giving it out.
Doesn't play.
What?
Terrence Mann doesn't play.
Terrence Mann starts.
Terrence Mann doesn't play. They need to stop. Terrence Mann, Paul George go. Dorian Smith ain't doing that.
You're breaking up a little bit, so I'm not gonna care what you say. I'm just playing. Terrence Mann is gonna be 6th man of the year one year coming up, and he's gonna be Depoy. Watch. Actual footage. But are we shocked? Are we shocked that the C's actually swept the Nets, or are we not surprised after watching it?
I'm shocked that they won Game 3. After they won Game 3, I thought it was pretty much over.
What about Game 3? Just because it was in Brooklyn? Like it was like you had to win that?
Yeah, thought it was a must win. Thought KD would be KD. He was not, in fact, KD. Yeah. Tough.
Nets fans were in my mentions after Game 1 saying that they felt good because the Celtics won, but KD played awful, and the Nets almost still won. So it's like,
I would have felt good too.
And then it was like game 2.
You don't expect your best player to have his worst series of all time. It's tough.
So how do you fix? Do you think that if Ben Simmons would have played game 4, do you think that would have stopped them from getting swept?
No.
The issue with the Nets was that they only had like, Ben Simmons, healthy Ben Simmons is good for what, 16 max, 16
right now, yeah, because of conditioning.
No, if he was like completely healthy right now, max he'd probably give you 16, and then he'd be able to guard, Jason Tatum. I mean, I don't think that stops Kyrie from being asked for 90% of the game. It's not gonna make. I don't think it does that. I don't think I don't know. I think Game 4 was definitely a game where they didn't seem like, I don't know. It felt like they were just going through the motions. Honestly, it was like they felt cooked. It was like, whatever, it is what it is. We'll just pack it in. I don't know.
They got a trick. The Celtics almost tricked that off at the end. After Jason Tatum after he fouled out, I was like, oh shit.
They did try to trick that off.
But okay, so do you think that if the Celtics would have lost game 4, do you think Ben Simmons would have tried to come back for game 5, or do you think it was just done?
No, I don't think he was playing.
I don't either.
I kind of think like if he could have played game 4, then why couldn't he have played game 3? Because that's Saturday, and then they played on Monday. It's only like 2 more days.
I think he played pickup on one of those days, Saturday or Sunday, something like that. He played pickup at some point, and apparently his back started to hurt. And some more stuff.
Then it came out. It was like mental. There's like mental health stuff now. So like,
yeah,
I just don't know what it is.
We all know what we all have our opinions about Ben Simmons mentally. So I think it's maybe it is. I don't know.
Do you think that? Well, they have to have Ben Simmons back next year, right? Don't they have him under contract? Okay, so say that you have Ben Simmons. KD's not going anywhere. If you are the Nets GM, what do you do with Kyrie and Steve Nash? How do you fix the Nets?
I mean, Steve Nash, you probably give him the start of the season. You give him a chance with fully healthy guys and a new dynamic. Their first issue was that they couldn't guard anybody. Now they have a primary defender. They didn't have one with James Harden. And it just never seemed like they really meshed. But I think you give them the start of the season and you see if they make any improvements. Also, they get Joe Harris back. Right.
That's true.
So,
yep.
They'll get a little health. They'll get a little healthy. You can actually see what they look like, as a team. If you don't think that they look any better, and then I guess you give them, about 15, 20 games, and it is what it is. Let them go after that.
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie's going anywhere because it seems like he said he wants to be there. He's committed as long as Kevin Durant is there and wants to be there. I said from the beginning, I thought the coaching was kind of an issue. I didn't really see a game plan with the Nets. And it was evident by, you got to find a way to free up your best player. I understand they were, being really aggressive, but you can't just roll over and say, oh, that's just the way it is. I didn't see any really change. And to try and get KD more looks. But so next year, like I said, I don't think they're gonna let him go. Give him the first month, 2 months, maybe until Christmas. If you see a change, you see an actual game plan, because getting through the regular season they can do that. I mean, that's fine as long as they're healthy. But playoffs, that's when real game plan starts. So.
Yeah, I think they need to have an actual conversation with Steve Nash and figure out their offense a little bit, because it's kind of just back and forth. Kyrie or
defense too,
ISOing, but like really the defense is like you have to get some sort of some sort of resistance, like at all. Like they're letting Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum go off the dribble. There was nobody at the rim to protect the rim at all. And just from like a perimeter defense standpoint, like Bruce Brown, that's like your number one option to guard Jason Tatum. Not getting very far, but I'm sure he's sleeping well tonight or last night and tonight, knowing he doesn't have to guard him anymore. Because he was in hell for like the last 2 weeks. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so the Bucks are gonna probably beat the Bulls. Do you early predictions on the Celtics Bucks series?
Giannis. I mean, as as good as the Celtics are defensively, they'll have to be. I think they'll have to be better than they were against the Nets with Giannis because that's a dude, huh? that's the dude right now. So it's like, and it's rare you'll see him fold. And I think it helps that he's not a jump shooter. He'll get to the rim. He'll do his damn thing. So it'll definitely be a lot different game plan, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And I expect a longer series, but especially because they can guard somebody.
Lil Green's got Celtics 4-2 against the Bucks.
It's kind of what I see as well. I thought them getting through the Nets early was huge. I think we said a couple shows ago that Nets series dragged on. Might be tough for them to go back to back like that, and then like, having to do it potentially again. So I mean, I like them. I think they win it 6-2, something like that.
I think the Celtics sweeping the Nets gives Robert Williams a little more time to get healthy. He just came back for games 3 and 4, so it gives him more time to get rested up. And if my other team, the Bulls, they can string together, make it at least hard on the Bucks. Zach LaVine, I saw, is in the COVID protocol, so I don't think he's going to be available for the next game. So that series is probably chalked. But I think that series is going to come down to the Bucks outside shooting. If they can hit enough threes, they're not going to have Chris Middleton for at least like the first few games of the first 3 games, I think. So I think that's kind of a big loss. And for whatever reason, Grayson Allen has been hooping. So we have to pay.
A great basketball school.
Yeah. So anyway,
great basketball school.
So anyway, John Shire University. I think Giannis is gonna get his. I think Giannis is gonna average probably 35 a game, as he usually does against the Bucks or against the Celtics. I think it's just limiting, Grayson Allen. I think that's weird saying that out loud. Limiting Grayson Allen.
You gotta stop Grayson Allen.
Drew Holiday.
Got it.
That's I don't know. I just never thought I would say that live.
Yeah, checklist. Try to limit Giannis to look at the goal. Checklist.
Yeah,
limit.
I don't know, but I do feel good about the defense right now, like how they rotate and how they trap the ball and things like that. I mean, they really held down 2 of the best offensive players of all time in 4 games in a row. So I do feel good about it, but I don't know. We'll see. Giannis is Giannis, though. That's a bad dude right there. Probably the best player on the planet right now. So,
well, LeBron, but then Giannis.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I love LeBron too, but I mean, Giannis. I don't know.
Yeah, LeBron, but yeah, I'm with you.
All right. So moving on, the next series I think is really, really interesting right now is the Suns and the Pelicans. Do we see an upset?
No.
No. The Suns just have enough. I think they have enough to get past the Pelicans. They'll be fine, right? The Pelicans are gonna. I think about the Pelicans, they're gonna be scrappy. They're gonna fight you. They're gonna play you hard. And they have a couple dudes that can go get some baskets. And in the playoffs, that's what you need, right? Your dudes to go get buckets. They have 2 dudes that can just go score, and if you let them hang around late, they'll beat you, right? They'll find a way to string together some stops. You just can't let them really hang around late. With that being said, I think Phoenix will be fine.
Yeah.
I think they're adjusting to playing without Devin Booker in the postseason. I think it's a little different.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little different for him right now. So they're adjusting to playing without him in the postseason. So it looks bad, especially like in the last game. It didn't look great. But I think they'll be fine. They'll figure it out.
I think the Pelicans like really feed off of their crowd at home, and I think that was a factor. I mean, Chris Paul kind of looked a little flustered with Jose Alvarado
And Herb Jones.
And Herb Jones, man, I've never seen. I tweeted this the other day. I was like, Herb Jones closeouts are insane. Like they're
Herb
just
Jones is
psychotic,
kind of
bro.
nice.
Yeah,
He is. He
yeah. I
is.
mean, like,
Kind of
I don't
nice.
really. I haven't seen that much of Herb Jones. You guys probably know him a little more than me, but I don't know what
So
his offensive game is like. But defensively, like that dude could guard anybody on the
so
floor.
when I was watching him at Bama, I thought he was slow. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he was like, I felt like he was like so. I don't know, like just kind of.
You don't slide his feet.
You know what I'm saying? But he
I think maybe you thought he was slow because he's like a 6'7" point guard, isn't he?
Yeah,
maybe
I
that's
did not
maybe
watch
that's
him in college.
So he looks slow. Well, I guess he's not a point guard, but he brings the ball up a court a lot. I see him. At least he did against when I watched him. But yeah, he's kind of nice. He could do it all. I like him.
Yeah, he really can. Yeah, that last game, like his closeouts from three were nuts. Okay, so like Cameron Payne's shot is kind of slow, but he basically jumped from the elbow and blocked his shot from the hash. Like that was insane to me. But I kind of think that they'll get past the Pelicans, but I don't know what Devin Booker's timetable to come back is, but they definitely need him to come back.
Yes, because Luca is waiting.
So you think the Mavs are getting through that series?
Not yet. He ain't waiting
Yeah,
yet. He ain't waiting yet.
Ayers don't want to jinx it, but I'm not a
He ain't
Mavs
waiting
fan.
yet.
Yeah, I think Luca's waiting, and that's a different animal. They're gonna need Devin Booker for that one.
Mavs guaranteed getting through the first round.
I don't do that.
Yeah. See what you're trying to do, Bo. I'm just being
do all that. No, I mean, if the Mavs can put together, so the thing is that they weren't supposed to. It just hurts. They weren't supposed to lose game 4.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't supposed to lose that. Came down to a really good pass and bad free throw shooting at the very, very end. But with that being said, I mean, I do think the Suns are probably going to need Devin Booker for that Mavs series. It'll definitely help if they have him out there playing, because when your guys have to exert a lot of energy playing defense, makes it really difficult for them, especially when they're not normally scorers like that, to go get baskets. And if you don't have Devin Booker, the other guys got to go get buckets and stuff like that. And we'll be throwing different bodies at Chris Paul. So it'll be interesting to see, which other guys kind of step up, especially if they try to run Jay Crowder on Luka. Don't do that.
No, Luka giving Jay Crowder
Bridges, huh? Gotta be Bridges.
But the thing is, can it be Bridges the entire game? Because A, he can't be in foul trouble, and then B, he's got to score. He just I guess he really doesn't have to score. They'll have DeAndre Ayton, and DeAndre Ayton is going to have a career series against the Mavericks.
Yes,
it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. He might average like 28 and 15, but the Mavs going to foul him a lot, and so maybe he might. I don't know. He might wear down a little bit. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who else scores for that team if Devin Booker does.
I hope the Mavs make it through. So I think the playoffs are more interesting if they have Luka. If Luka is in the playoffs. The next thing that I wanted your guys' opinion on is the Sixers Raptors series. I think the Sixers are going to win that series just because they're a much better team than the Raptors, I think. But moving forward, Sixers would then play the Heat in the next round, assuming they get past the Hawks or whatnot. Also, did you guys see the clip where? First off, I feel bad for Trae Young because he's in hell. Like this is probably the worst possible 2-week span of his life, right? I saw a clip and I tweeted the clip and I was like, they started PJ Tucker on him in the inbound, got past half court. They did a high ball screen. They switched Bam Adebayo on him, and then they did another screen on that right hash, and then Jimmy Butler switched onto him. Like that is the worst. That dude is in hell. Like that, I'd probably just dribble the ball off my foot out of bounds. Like you just got it. You got it. You got it. Go to PJ Tucker to Bam to Jimmy Butler. Like that's insane.
It just sucks when they can switch multiple positions like that. Like I think about how the Mavs normally game plan their offense, right? And it's like yeah, set the screen, set the high ball screen with somebody who is like, whoever Donovan Mitchell is guarding, go set that, right?
Yeah.
And they can't send like Royce O'Neal up there because he's getting baked too, right? Now the Heat, it'd be like, whoever Kyle Lowry's guarding, send him. And they go up, and then Bam Adebayo will run up. Then it's like, okay, well, let's switch it again. It's PJ Tucker. It's just that team there, man.
What's funny is I saw that clip on a different tweet, and in the replies, like couch basketball players that have never faced the press before will just be like, well, why doesn't he just pass the ball? I'm like, look, he can't see. Like, he can't see. He can't see. Like, I don't think you understand going from PJ to Bam to Jimmy Butler. Three are some of the higher tier defenders in the league, and you have to see all three of them within a 24-second shot clock, and you have to find other players on your team. I don't know. I don't think you understand how hard that is. That was nuts. Anyway, so the Sixers after they get past the Raptors, they'll have to play the Heat. MRI confirmed Joel Embiid has a torn ligament in his thumb. Do you think that sinks the Sixers? Or did you give him a shot against the Heat anyway?
I think it makes it tough because I'm pretty sure Bam was like one of the few defenders who has actually been proven to slow down Joel Embiid. That's when he's healthy. I think they played earlier this year. I think Embiid shot like 20% or something, like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So they make it tough. They need the other guys to step up. I mean, they got the pieces, in my opinion. They have James Harden, so I really don't want to hear any excuses.
No.
I don't know. I still like their chances. I would still pick them.
You would still pick them over the Heat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not confidently.
I think the Heat are probably the more complete team and the better team, and they definitely like use their strengths a lot better than I think the Sixers do, mainly because like it's just the difference in offenses and just kind of I think the Heat have a lot of people who can go score. I don't think the Sixers have a lot of people who can go score. Granted, you don't really need them when you got the MVP on your team, right? I think they have a chance. I don't think I would give them a good chance, mainly because me personally, I don't trust Doc Rivers a whole lot, and I think I think it'll be difficult for him, and I'll be interested to see what he does when if Joel Embiid has an off night, the dude's going to be in trouble unless James goes for 40. I don't see James doing that. So,
can I ask what changed? Because I think you said earlier that you thought James Harden would be like himself all playoffs. You see something that maybe changed?
I just don't. I don't. I just don't see it in like I thought he would be more aggressive and a little better. And I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if he cares enough to do that anymore. It just doesn't feel like. It doesn't. For me, it just doesn't feel like Granted, a lot of the storylines are Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid is playing that well. But it's just like you know. I want to see. I haven't seen Joel Embiid really get slowed down enough in the last month and a half. Probably hadn't been slowed down hardly any. So James Harden hasn't really shown. I thought he would be. I thought Joel would see more of a pushback up to now. He kind of hasn't. And then it'll be that's when I would expect James Harden to wake up. Kind of hasn't done it. So if Joel Embiid gets slowed down, will James Harden, be James again? I don't know. Just haven't seen him turn it on. I don't know what it is. I thought he'd be fine, but it doesn't feel like he has.
I think that it's nuts that Tyrese Maxey's basically been their second best player for the last, almost month, I would say. Like even heading into the end of the regular season, like you could depend on Tyrese Maxey, and you don't know what you were going to get from James Harden night to night. And especially with this this ligament injury to Joel's thumb, that's a shooting hand. So it's all about he's having surgery on it at the end of the season, but it's all about pain tolerance at this point. I've never tore a ligament in my thumb, so I don't really know what that feels like.
Right.
But I imagine shooting a basketball. I mean, you shoot with your fingertips, I guess. Me just holding an imaginary basketball, but I mean dribbling, like I don't know. I also think that the Heat
Dunking.
and probably the Raptors for the rest of the series, I mean, they might take little swipes at his hand and shit like that. He's gonna get beat up in the post a little bit, so it's all about pain tolerance at this point for him.
Dribbling and shooting is a big part of his game too.
Yeah,
on offense. So
yeah, so I don't know, like if it's just if you have a torn ligament in your thumb, you just can't grip the ball as easily. I don't know how it's going to affect his game, but
I would also like to say R.I.P. to Malik Beasley. He got murdered by Ja Morant just now.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah,
he did.
They Ja Morant detonated.
So I'm very close to winning 2 bet slips right now, and I need Ja Morant. I have Ja Morant in one of my slips under 26.5 points. And I think I'm gonna hit that. I think that's gonna hit. But I also have rivals of Karl Anthony Towns versus Ja Morant, points, rebounds, and assists.
Ooh,
but I have Karl Anthony Towns plus 4.5. He's
Ja
up
Morant
by.
got a triple double.
I know. I saw. He's got 12, 11, and 9 right now.
Oh.
And Karl Anthony Towns only has 19 and 9. It's like you can't get no assists.
he got 22 and 11 and 1.
Who? Karl?
Yes.
It's like I just need a couple assists. I have Desmond Bain over 20.5 points. He got me 22.
Yeah, Desmond Bain.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been a Maverick.
I think but this one bet slip, the bet slip that I think I'm more confident in is they gave a special of Tyler Hero over 0.5 assists. So he hit that, obviously. And then Trae Young under 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and he's in hell, so he's not getting that. And then Ja Morant under 26.5 points. He only has 14.
What was Trae Young's points, rebounds, and assists?
36.5.
Ooh. If this game goes to OT, he might have a shot.
Don't say that. I thought the game was over.
30 seconds left. Hawks are down 3.
Don't do this.
Trae Young, bang!
with the ball.
Vegas, these little fuckers, man.
With the ball.
These little fuckers, bro. Okay. And then the last thing on the bet slip that I'm confident on is Mikal Bridges versus CJ McCollum, points, rebounds, assists.
Might get that. 4 seconds left. Hawks got offensive rebound. Timeout.
Mikal Bridges points, rebounds, assists over CJ McCollum, and Mikal Bridges is plus 12.5.
Wait, you said 36.5 for
Trae Young, yeah. He's got 10, 8, and 6.
36.5? Oh,
I mean, if the game ends now, yeah, we're good.
I mean, even in overtime, he got to start. Being completely different.
You only need 10. He need 11. He get 3 threes and an assist or something like that.
Let's don't do that.
He hasn't done that yet. That's all.
Let's not do
It's
that.
still Trae Young. That's true. It's true. It's still Trae Young.
I mean, no, it is still Trae Young. I agree, but he ain't done that in 4 quarters yet. So
I think you're safe. I'm just saying.
Okay, but do we like Mikal Bridges over CJ plus 12.5 over CJ McCollum combined?
I don't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
12.5. Bridges plus 12.5.
12.5.
I get 12.5.
That's a lot.
Oh, it is a lot. I would probably take it too. I lied.
That's basically one of the categories.
Yeah, I think you're fine. If he hits some threes, he got to hit like four or 5 threes, which he can't.
Mikal Bridges can't cover that. Then that's bad. That's pretty 12. I saw the 12.5. I was like, I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. 12.5, and you're playing in the same game.
The same amount of minutes, too.
The same amount of minutes. Can't give me 12.5.
Yeah, you're probably good on that.
I hope so. But John Morant might fuck me my other slip because I have him against Karl Anthony Towns plus rebounds and assists. Points, rebounds, assists.
Well, they're coming back right now too. So
Vegas, these little fuckers, man. Fuck, lost my train of thought. Okay, do we have Unsung Heroes of the Week? Do you guys have one?
Oh, the Hawks not getting this ball?
Sure.
Okay. Adam, we can start with you, bro. What's your Unsung Hero of the Week?
Unsung Hero of the Week is my boy Eric.
Ooh, thought Eris was getting a little shout out. That hurts.
Not Eris, never. My boy Eric. We were at in Seattle, and we went to this little taco spot, Fire Taco Spot. Also called Fire Tacos. Here in Seattle, check them out. But I ordered a margarita. Naturally, duh. He ordered some fancy cucumber water with tequila.
Okay.
And it was very good. That's gonna be my drink of the summer.
That shit don't sound good at all. God.
Have you tasted cucumber water?
No, but I've tasted cucumbers, and
I haven't either. And I normally don't like cucumbers, but I was like, let me try it out. And when I tell you that thing was immaculate.
First of all,
delicious.
The only thing immaculate is the vibe from the Mavs right now.
Oh my God. Anyways, very good, very good.
All right, so what's in that drink again?
It's cucumber water. It's like a Mexican thing.
Okay.
And then if you want to put tequila in there, put a little tequila.
Okay.
Very good.
Right? Can't do that.
I promise. I've never steered you wrong.
I believe you. Eris, you got Unsung Hero of the Week?
I only have. It's gonna be real quick. Before the show, I was eating a taco.
Ooh, taco is a big theme of Unsung Heroes of the Week.
Yes.
I was eating a taco. Shout out to Taco Tuesday.
That's a massive onion. Is that onion supposed to be on the taco?
The onion was on the taco, but I don't think I was supposed to eat the onion, which is why it's over there.
Okay.
It's one of those flavored things. Can you take it off?
Sure.
But that's my Unsung Hero of the Week is Alfredo, our custodian. My guy bought me a taco. And that hoe smack.
Okay, we love that.
Smack.
I love a good meal.
I eat it because I ain't ate nothing today.
I know this McDonald's that I just ate was my first meal of the day, and I was really excited for that high C.
Oh, there you go.
I've taken a few sips during the show, and I've been disappointed every single time.
Oh my God!
Because it's not high C. I mean, I
should have got some cucumber water.
You're right. I'm gonna try that this weekend. You said it's cucumber water and what?
It's called it's like agua fresca loca or something like that.
But it's got tequila. It's like
Yes.
cucumber water.
You can buy it. You can get it regular, but yes, it has tequila.
Okay, I'm gonna try it this weekend, and I'm gonna let you know.
Trust me.
If
you don't like it, I'll pay for your drink. That's how confident I am.
Okay, I just don't like cucumbers, so like I just really don't like them at all. So do you think I'm gonna like cucumber water?
I don't know. I didn't taste the cucumber. I tasted it. Just tasted. Well, I guess I don't know.
I also don't like anything coconut, but I like
There's
coconut
no coconut
water
in there. But I see what you mean.
Okay. All right. My unsung hero of the week is security guards. I think they're having a great week. I mean, just security guards everywhere are just having a fantastic.
Are they?
Week. I think they are.
They struggled today. If you saw the Manchester City versus Real Madrid game.
I did not. I heard Madrid sold. That's all I know.
They didn't sell, but like 3 fans ran on the field in like the last minute of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be a good segue into our last topic of the day. Okay, so security guards. Why I say security guards? First off, let's go Miami. Win me money. Okay, sorry. Sidetrack. Okay, so security guards so you've seen the Minnesota series and the fans that are protesting on the court, right?
I did see that.
One girl tried to glue her hand with what was like Elmer's glue onto the floor, and I wasn't very artsy growing up, but I don't think my hand of Elmer's glue is gonna stick to wood on the pause on the.
She was looking for attention. Material. She knew what she needed to do. She really wanted to make a statement.
Okay, and then the next protester was tried to chain herself to the stanchion of the basket. But this last person in game 3, I don't know if you saw the clip on
I did.
I'll share it to you, but this security guy was eyeing this person like a hawk, watching all the movement, saw the person that was going to protest, their friend pick up their phone, start filming, and then that security guard is locked in because they know someone's about to fuck up right now. And as soon as this person jumped through the first row, they jumped it right there, took a great angle,
great angle,
forearm tackle to the ground, and they took her off the course so fast. It was like a pit stop. Like that was nuts. And hey, man, Texas got another one. I mean, I'm scouting potential DBs for Texas. Got that picture that speared that guy that hit a home run, and we got the security guy right here. I don't know what the education, like if they have eligibility left.
Got years. They got a little grad school in them.
Hey man, they got one year. Hey, Greg Paulus to grad school somewhere else after he got done playing at some university and played, football.
He's security guard. He's probably ex-military. Probably got a little something in him.
Exactly. And then I saw last weekend that a security guard at TD Garden, there is a kid. So TD Garden's attached to North Station, which is like a train station that will take, commuter rails or whatever. And this little kid ran out of the pro shop, starts taking off towards the train. And then the parent didn't know that their kid was running off. I think this is why some people that don't look like us have their kids on leashes. I think this is the only example where this is applicable. And this security guard takes off, and then before this kid can get into danger, picks up the kid and brings him back to the pro shop. I think that's a great week.
He's competing.
That's competing because the security guard looked like us, and they didn't have to go get that kid.
Did not
so I think security guards are having a great week.
Hey, shout out to him. He's loving your job.
We love that. We got cucumber water, margaritas, we got tacos, and then security guards. I love that. Okay. I'll always like that segment. Okay, so highlighting the community, the world, things like that. So, okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about, Adam was talking about the Madrid City game, or was it United? Sorry.
Madrid City.
Yeah, City Madrid game, and fans running onto the field. Now, as a player, do you think that we should normalize players getting the opportunity to, I don't know, spear, knock out a fan that's running towards them? What's your guys' take on that?
I don't know. I don't know, man. You can't really judge intent. So it's like, as far as them running onto the field and stuff, you don't really see danger. Kind of have to be a judge of that. And I think if you take the guesswork out of it, then you kind of know how to address it when something happens, right? So if you don't leave it up for discretion, somebody running at you, they could just be a fan or they could be looking to hurt you. Regardless, if you take the guesswork out, then you'll know how to handle it if something bad happens. With that being said, people should have to watch what they say and watch what they do when these athletes are walking past them into the tunnels and into all that stuff. You start talking about moms, you start talking about kids, you start, calling these athletes a bitch. You should have to prove that. Now, all I'm saying is you gotta, you call LeBron a bitch, you better be ready to prove that he a bitch. You call Marcus.
That's what I'm saying, right?
You call Marcus Peters a bitch. You tell him this. You tell Marcus Peters.
Great example.
Your hood ain't shit. You better be ready to prove that you know what I'm saying, that you can line these those up and not.
That's a great example because Marcus Peters not going back. None of us sending him back.
That's all I'm saying. If they run onto the field, you know what I'm saying, try to protect yourself, whatever the case may be. But you walking past them and they say, your mama, blah, blah, blah. Show me that. Yeah.
You gotta
say that over here.
That's what I'm saying. I think that I think the running onto the field thing, I wasn't really touching on that, but I think that fans just be talking crazy to these athletes, and I don't think they understand that these athletes will kill you. Even golfers. Yeah. Golfers will kill you.
Here's what they don't understand about some of these athletes is that athletics was their second choice, right?
Right.
Their first choice would have wanted them in jail. So
exactly.
So when you saying stuff, remember these basketball was their way out because before that they was in the trenches.
Exactly. I think like the people of Utah. I mean, frankly, some people here in Boston be talking crazy to some people, and it's like, there's no way you're calling Aaron Judge a bitch in person. Aaron Judge is 250, and that dude has no % body fat. That dude will kill you. He'll kill you. And Boston fans in right field are calling Aaron Judge a pussy and all this shit. No, he's not. No, he's not. Aaron Judge will kill you if he felt like it.
Also, I don't know about y'all, but I love when the athletes do clap back. I remember Devin Booker did it so much this year. He would tell anybody, shut the fuck up. Exactly. as he's dribbling up the court, just looking to the right, fuck up and suck my dick, and then he'll go cook your fucking team. It's great.
Yeah, Kyrie just did that to the Celtics. I think that's hilarious. I think that's, and then all the people that talk crazy to Westbrook not going back. I
don't know what they thought. I don't know what they thought.
He wants to. He's not going back.
I remember your boy Marcus Smart got into it. Was a fan of Oklahoma State. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, he
jumped into the crowd. He was ready to whoop somebody's ass.
Exactly. I actually forgot about
and he
that.
Can go back.
Right now, but I feel like you got to do that in Oklahoma. I don't know Oklahoma probably as well as you guys, but it just seems like,
it's right above Texas. Right on brand. About right on
above Texas, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, good for Marcus Smart, man. Muff the hell out of some old ass white dude. As he should. Do you think that fans are going to continue to talk crazy to athletes until we have another Malice at the Palace situation, or an athlete at some point just gets fed up and just knocks out a fan? I'm ready for that. That's what I want.
Doesn't matter.
You think fans will talk crazy regardless?
Yeah, I think they, like we've seen it. we've seen 4 people go up into the stands and fight everybody in the arena.
But that was before like social media and
It
stuff
was.
like that. Like they'll reference it, but I bet if you ask, fans younger than us that about Malice in the Palace, they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't. But even knowing that it has happened and seeing the social media of these people even just talking, like I think it doesn't matter. Like they're gonna keep talking. They that's the way that people like talk shit to these athletes. That's what they do. They're trying to get heard. And I think
trolls.
if you say so like if you say something like, "Oh, Westbrook, cool air ball," you hear that all the time. So like
I'm saying if you call me a bitch, I should be able to knock you out.
But
I should be able to jump in his pants.
But that's what I'm saying is that they can keep pushing out it further and further and further until they get a reaction and a response.
I don't care. You
Even
can
if
have that
reaction. No, I'm just saying, like, even if somebody gets knocked out, the next person is gonna keep pushing about it until they get a response.
Okay, and they may have to have a season stat on how many people are knocked out.
Right.
They need to start keeping track of them stats then. How many people get knocked out?
Strike percentage.
Yep,
right next to the free throw.
Yep, you better see on FanDuel and DraftKings, over under on someone getting knocked out by Westbrook or whoever, Marcus Peters, whoever. I think we're getting very, very close.
We are getting close. Somebody
very close.
Somebody's like snap.
You see people like snatching their phones and throwing their phones or whatever, and like
Ronaldo.
Exactly.
I think it's definitely very close, and I think they're gonna get caught like outside the arena type shit though. Like it won't be like in a game somebody goes up into the stand. I think they're gonna try to carry that shit to outside that arena.
That'd be too hard logistically to do. I think it's gonna gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Not. Somebody at the club,
or after
at the bar. Hey,
I think it's gonna be wrong person. After a game, they're heading out of the tunnel is when somebody's gonna say something, and then someone's gonna have that's gonna be the last straw, and they're jumping up in the stands. After the game, it is what it is.
I just picture a 6'9" basketball player walking up to some skinny ass fan who's just smirking and calling him a bitch. Yeah, you're a bitch, and he just get rocked.
Rocked.
And everybody's like, "Oh no, what'd he do?"
I want that so bad. I don't think you understand. I want
just a skinny, annoying ass fucking fan. Looks like he never played basketball a day in his life. Just smiling, looking up, smiling. You're a bitch.
Yeah.
And just gets fucking just rocked.
Speaking of,
I think it'd be hilarious.
Speaking of, I was about to get into, the sports where you probably won't see something like that happen, like hockey, right? Obviously, there's a wall, but those dudes will whoop you, right? Like we see them fight each other all the time. But those dudes will whoop you. But how about that dude on the plane who decided that he wanted to agitate Mike Tyson?
We didn't bring that up last show, but I'm glad you brought it up. That's the one, right?
The one person, like he probably, I probably don't want to take a punch. That's the one.
Yeah, I think if you ask most people, like Family Feud, who would you be least want to take a punch from? Mike Tyson would be number one on that.
Like number one, right? Like consensus. You know what I mean?
I can't even think of anyone else.
I mean, like
maybe like Francis Ngannou or something. Like,
yeah,
I'm still probably taking Mike.
Have you seen Mike Tyson shadow box? Like the video of him shadow box? That's insanity that he can do that with his hands on nothing. So imagine if my face was right there, he could move his hands that fast with minimal resistance. And since that video, he got a tattoo on his face, and you thought it's a good idea on an airplane in a confined area.
Nowhere to go.
You can't run away.
Nowhere.
You can't go nowhere. You're in the pocket, right? You're in the pocket the whole time, right? So at any point you say something slick, you could get hooked, right? And you still try Mike Tyson. This the audacity.
Was he like just being like a super fan? That's what I thought.
He was being.
I got the impression. That's what I'm saying. When they say super annoyed, I thought he'd been like a super. Hey, Mike, what's this? And Mike was like, Hey, I'm good. Like, leave me alone.
I don't even know what the premise was. I don't know what was said, or I don't know if either.
I wouldn't think anybody's dumb enough to say something stupid like Mike Tyson, I can whoop your ass or something like that. I assume he was just being a super fan, and Mike just wasn't having it. Either way,
do you think that you could? What are those things that you see sometimes where could you last one round in a ring with Mike Tyson for $1 million? Do you think you're lasting a round?
no,
right?
Not even.
I'm not lasting a minute. I don't think.
Not even 30.
No,
Yeah, probably 30 seconds. No.
Probably not.
How long is a round in boxing? Is it 3 minutes?
2.
Even that's an eternity.
No. Pretty sure it's 2.
No, it's like, is it not like 5-minute rounds?
That's UFC.
Holy shit!
That's a
3-minute rounds.
3-minute rounds.
5 minutes a round.
There's no way I say no.
That'd be crazy.
3-minute round.
Okay, yeah, 3-minute rounds, totaling 9 to 12 rounds, depending on the match. Yeah. But that is an eternity. 3 minutes.
There's no way.
I don't even think I could last. I would be shocked if I could last 30 seconds in a round with Mike Tyson.
No, I mean, it'll take him, depending on how aggressive he comes out, it'll take him 3 seconds to get from his side of the ring to my side.
Right.
And then what? Once he cuts the ring,
it takes about 3 seconds. You take one shot to the body because obviously you can protect your face. He's gonna go low, hit you in the ribs. Down goes your hands, uppercut. You're done.
If Mike Tyson comes out and decides to just uppercut, he's going right through my little block.
He's going right through my hand. He's going right through the right here. There ain't shit I can do. There's not shit I can do. In my mind, he's sliding forward less than 3 seconds, right? Because I'm not moving forward.
No, I am.
You are.
If I'm in there, I'm swinging. I'm going out.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Okay. Cool. So
I'm gonna try to
you swing right. You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
You're right-handed, Adam.
I wouldn't swing. I would jab with the left though.
Okay. So then you jab with the left. He does. Yeah. He hooks you with the body, and then you crumble, and then left.
Like
uppercut,
I said, left uppercut.
You're dead.
Yes.
You're dead.
Yeah, so
I didn't say I was connecting. I just said dead. I'm swinging.
Your goal to lasting the maximum amount of time is you got to beat him to the center of the ring. That's your only hope.
Because that's your only hope. Then you can slide your feet left or right.
As soon as the bell ring, you cannot get stuck in that corner. You better get your ass to the middle of the damn ring. And then after that, you got to guess right. Is it going to be body or is it going to be, to your head?
That's the key. That's the key. You just have to guess.
You try dodging.
No.
Because you could dodge right into a haymaker.
Yes. he can feint on your ass, and then it's a wrap.
He could throw a feint, and you could.
Yeah.
He throws a feint, and you lean away from that thing. He gonna throw that other. Bow. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Canelo's on that list for sure. Mm-hmm. Canelo is on that list.
Same thing though. I got to come out jabbing.
Canelo's
fast.
Canelo might let you run across the ring. Just hit you straight.
And he's short, isn't he? Isn't Canelo Alvarez like?
Yeah, he's short.
5'8".
Yeah, he's short.
Yeah. He hit hard. Hit hard as hell.
Yeah, he does.
Canelo Alvarez height.
My guess was like 5'6".
5'7".
Yep, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's a bad man. No,
168 pounds.
Hit like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
He's like
that's
a truck.
Just nuts. Even Triple G is 5'10", 160 pounds.
Yep. Also hits like a truck.
That's just scary, boy.
I think a fight in professional sports is happening very soon. I just don't know if you had to predict what sport it would be in. What sport do you think it'll be?
Basketball. If it happens at a game, not that.
At a
basketball.
game. At a game. Like on TV.
Yeah. Just because basketball, even I'm trying to think of baseball when they walk out, they have a dugout. Football, everybody has helmets and they're kind of high up.
You're
Soccer,
too accessible in basketball.
soccer, you have no access to them either.
Soccer, you have almost no access.
Yeah.
Really? Like even like the side, like behind the goal.
When they celebrate, but you don't celebrate right up. You won't run into
You have to jump over.
fans.
Like you have to jump over and then run like towards the security to get to the like the fans or whatever. But like, I mean, I think the two most accessible fighting sports, I guess, would be basketball and like mixed martial arts. Yeah. And
that would never happen.
You're an idiot. You say something one of them.
I don't think anybody's that dumb. You can say something fucking.
Yeah, you're an idiot. So
Nate Diaz or something.
Basketball.
Okay, so
for example, Masvidal. Like that's somebody who will fight you anywhere, anytime.
At any time.
I saw that, right? Like after he fought Kobe Covington, he caught him slipping in the restaurant.
Yeah.
So it don't matter for Masvidal. So
I hate Kobe Covington. I hate that.
I don't like him. No, I don't like him.
Black folks, we undefeated against him though. So
honestly,
we sent him back.
I honestly think he's fake, but
yeah,
everybody says that. It's like a known thing.
Yeah, I think he's actually like. It's just gonna sound bad, just like not a shitty dude.
I think he is a shitty dude. But I think all the extra shit about being like a Trump fan and all that shit, I think is extra.
Yeah.
But I think he is shitty.
But anyway, you'd be an idiot to say something to one of them. So I think it's got to be basketball probably.
I think
from trenches.
It's definitely not gonna be a hockey because they have a glass, and I think you'd be crazy to fight somebody in hockey either.
Oh yeah,
because they just don't care.
Yeah.
I think if there was more black people in golf, I would choose golf. That'd be the one. It's random because it's a random sport, and I feel like we can get a little hot-headed. Golf is a very mental sport. Got to be mentally strong. Can't say that we are the most mentally strong athletes there are. So if I'm shanking my drives and I'm hitting the earth on my irons and I'm missing all my putts, somebody could say something to me and I would probably snap. But that's just me. But realistically, though, I think it's going to be basketball. Basketball after a game.
Yeah, I think it'll be
the away a player from the away team is gonna go in the stands.
I think it'll be in basketball. I think it'll be after an ejection. I think that'll be when somebody says something or he sees something while he's walking, towards the tunnel, and he's up. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
An ejection. That's the best time, Eris. That's a good one.
I think it'll be after an ejection.
An ejection after a playoff game.
Some
game 7. Elimination game, like an elimination game. We see players do wild stuff at the elimination game. They don't care.
I think an elimination game, yes. That if I'm about to be eliminated, I got nothing to lose.
Well, good job.
Suspend me for game 1 of next year. Cool.
Yeah, I can miss the first week of October basketball.
Right, I'll come play at Christmas. I don't care. I'm getting my lick in. I think if the NBA published something in terms of if you say something to an athlete and an athlete responds with force or fists, that you can't press charges. or anything like that?
Like I said, I mean, like I think it'll have to be something along the lines of reality. Not say reality, but like they don't make like a special rule for those in the NBA. I don't think. So like saying something that they don't like, I don't think is gonna be enough for like a rule change because like out in the in the streets, if I say something that Adam don't like and he swings on me, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really at fault.
Air's going down in one hit, just for the record.
Here's who.
Between you two?
Yeah.
If that's true, that'll require me to get hit. I'm not gonna get hit.
You think you're nimble like that, Eris? You're not getting hit?
If I'm able to go out in one hit, I gotta hit first. That way Adam goes out in one hit, man.
I think like Adam's got wingspan. He got reach.
That means I need to get close. I need to get in there then. I need to get in
there. Y'all need to fight and we'll live stream it. It's not like we need to fight and I'll live stream it. I could be Bruce Buffer. Hey man, I think views and subs will go up.
There's out of my weight class. I'll fight somebody like Jeff.
I feel like I'm more your weight class.
I'll fight Jarrell.
Jarrell.
Taking Jarrell.
Jarrell 5'6", 125.
Jarrell said that. Jarrell said that. You too tall, so he have to shoot.
Yeah, he would have to shoot you. He said anybody 6'4" and up, you gotta shoot him.
Oh.
So he said he would fight me. He said Eris is on the fence.
There's way
I'm beating Jarrell ass, so I don't care.
I don't know, Bo. I seen Jarrell fight.
Okay. You haven't seen me get. What did you say, Eris?
I don't know why he lied.
Oh. Also, you haven't seen me get mad, and those are the scariest people, I think.
Oh, yeah, probably true.
I don't know. I don't get mad often. Sorry. Lil Green said, "I'll sub on site if you make that happen." Hey. I'm not fighting, so. I forgot his comment earlier. Y'all think Mayweather retired early because he saw the new progress in talent? I think that's a good question.
I think that's part of it. I don't think he retired early.
No.
But...
Do you think he was worried that one of these like newer guys coming up would give him his first loss? Like combined with him getting older?
Yes.
Like he wanted to be undefeated.
Yeah,
that's part of it.
I definitely think the 0 meant something to him.
Yeah.
Because I think that if he lost one, he would want to run
probably
it back.
Be fighting,
and then
fighting a little bit more.
He would probably want to run it back, and then he would lose again.
Well, I don't think
go from 0 to 2.
If he fought right now, yeah, he might lose. I don't think when he retired, I don't think anybody was beating him then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
yeah, I think we covered everything today. I need to. Did I bet it? No. Wait.
Pain.
Is the Grizzlies? No.
Yes.
Ouch.
Did y'all hit a game winner? Did you lose on a game winner?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Did I lose my other one too? Oh, no.
Hey,
I lost my other one too. John went for 30.
John had 18 in the fourth quarter or something crazy.
Who the fuck is Vegas, dude?
He finished that game with 30.
John was 12. What was he? He was 12, 11, and 9 when we were talking about it. He finished with 30, 13, and 9. He just stopped passing.
He just stopped passing.
Fuck this.
That's crazy. I thought I had that as a lock. Under 26 points. 26.5. I thought that was a lie. At that point in the game.
What did we learn?
I cannot believe that just happened.
I'm looking at the ESPN like play-by-play from the 7-minute mark. I only see John Morant scoring. I'm pretty sure he scored every single basket for the Grizzlies.
You know, good for John Morant Grizzly.
Look at you.
My bad. Brandon Clark got one in there. And
that
Dylan
is
Brooks.
Crazy.
Let me get off real quick. Let me get off real quick. Bo talking that shit.
All right, cool. John Morant, friend of the show. Viewer of the show. That's all that means. We're blowing up, boys. Holy shit. This is why I need to stop. I need to stop betting. This is very unhealthy.
Yeah, you're going to win tomorrow, so don't worry about it.
Holy
I'll cover you.
That's crazy. Anyway, whatever. Back on Thursday. Talking NFL draft. Well, actually, the NFL draft will be going on while we do a show, so we can
draft day. Johnny Manziel.
Live analysis. Maybe we can see if TJ's around. Maybe TJ again or somebody.
Get Tyler in here. Yeah.
Wait, what I call him? TJ? No one calls him that. Right?
No.
Okay, Tyler. Middle name.
Okay, yeah. Tyler. And and get him in to do some live draft analysis if he's available. Lil Green said, "Gotta clip this one and send it to God to tell me OG jersey." Hey man, John Morant posted a picture and I'm in the background on his Instagram. So he doesn't follow me yet on Instagram, but you know, maybe one day. But yeah, I should clip this. Yeah, because I was like, man, that's a lock. A few moments later.
And then what?
Anyway, boys, pleasure as always. If you did not watch us live, Spotify, Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, can watch us there. Other than that, see you Thursday. Fucking Ja.